Okay, so today we're going to talk about making clouds, and I brought my cloud making machine, right, my glass bottle, and I brought a few other things. I have brought a pump, right, so I'm going to put this over here, and it has a stopper on the top of it here with a hose that goes down to it. So I've manufactured, kind of a pump that'll work with this bottle. So we need a couple of things when we're going to make a cloud. We need rising air, we need it to expand, we need it to cool and condense. Well, it's kind of hard to do that and make that happen in a lab. However, we can do the opposite of that. We can put air in here, compress it, right? And that way it evaporates more of it, heats up and it evaporates more of the water. And when it does that, once that pressure is there, then we can release the pressure in here and it will expand, cool, and hopefully, if everything goes as planned, it will expand out into the bottle and compress and condense into a cloud and fill the bottle. So we're going to try that right now. A couple of other things we need. One, I've got my pump here. We also need something for the water to condense on. So we need condensation nuclei. And that can come in several different forms. We can use salt, we can use dust, right? Or we can use some kind of smoke material or some particulate that's going to be in the air that we can make the water condense on. So we're going to need some of that. So I actually have brought these little index cards that I've been hiding away in my cabinet where I can add some smoke. So I'm going to add some smoke to our bottle to create condensation nuclei for the cloud to condense on. So let me get that done. So I'm going to take a match here. And remember, usually working with fire, I'm going to be wearing goggles. Today, I'm not actually working in my lab, so I don't have a set, but I am going to be extremely careful. And I'm going to let that burn for a few seconds. And then I'm going to push it inside the bottle. Swirl it around, put the flame out, not that it has to be, but better off that it is. And there we are. So now we have our condensation nuclei in the bottle. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put this stopper in here. And I'm going to use the pump to increase the pressure inside the container. Now, when I do that and I increase the pressure inside here, I'm heating up the air molecules by compressing them. So this would be kind of the leeward side of the mountain, where the air is coming down, it's increasing the pressure because there's more column of air above it, and therefore it's going to dry it out. That's why you see on the other side of mountains, a lot of times you'll see desert or dry areas where the wind is on the leeward side, on the leeward side, I should say, of a mountain, where that temperature gets pretty high. All right, so now we've increased the pressure inside this container. Right, we've increased the pressure inside the container. So when I do this, I'm going to pull this off, right? And the air is going to expand inside. When it does, it will cool, and it should condense the water vapor into water droplets, forming a cloud when I pull this off. You ready? Oh, it works. And there you see it, right? You can't see my hand behind it. You can see a little bit of the smoke tailing off. Ooh, that feels nice and cool. Right, so the air is cooled, and that forms the cloud. But what I'm going to do is I want to show you one more thing. So since we have the water vapor in there, in our cloud, what do you think is going to happen when I add pressure to this? Well, if you said the cloud's going to disappear, you are probably going to be correct. Because if we compress this air, we're going to evaporate the water out of the container, or I shouldn't say evaporate the water, so it becomes water vapor. So we've heated it up, and we put that back into water vapor. Now you can see my hand behind it. You can always play the game again, because there's my cloud. No hands. All right, so that kind of wraps up my cloud experiment, and hope you enjoyed the session, and I'll see you next time with Miss Murphy's Science Room.